Okay, I've got this Yale padlock here. This nice matte black, silky matte black series Y90B45, 45mm shackle. Yale matte black, look kind of plastic when you look at pictures of them, but they don't feel plastic. They got good heft. They feel really nice and solid. They're that awful. Pretty sure it's a Y1 keyway, which is just terrible to navigate. Double ball bearing, good solid lock. So I just picked this. I tried to do a blind pick on this, and I did get it open, but it took like 10 minutes of struggling around, and I thought, nah, look, I'll reset. I can do better than that. So I tried again and again. I got it open, but it took like 10 minutes, and I'm like, this is annoying. So I pulled it apart, gutted it, and realized 99% of my issue was this really low pin here, and then this high pin here. The picks that I was using would, every time you would set this pin to get high enough, would involve oversetting this one. So I'd have to like try and drop back down, hopefully try and drop that overset pin while keeping this one up, and then eventually you would get it. But it was a lot of stuffing around. So especially with this tough keyway, if it had a more open keyway, that would be fairly trivial. But every pin is a spool except pin 2, which is a standard and binds first. So I'm using this gem profile, which actually seems to be one of the few picks I have that can guaranteed lift that pin without oversetting or anything else. Even my really steep SS Dev just can't get into it properly, surprisingly. So there's pin 1, pin 2, and when that file's set, because everything is a spool, pretty much. All right, get pin 3 as well. Pin 1's not binding yet, but it is a spool, so we may as well set that. Pin 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5. 5. Come on. Drop some things. Yep. Alright, drop back down into the file set. Touch that one. And we're open. It wasn't too bad. A reasonable attempt. 3 minutes, including an introduction, rather than 10-something minutes. So let's pull this apart. I'll show you everything about this lock. This feels relatively equivalent to the Lockwood 334B45 difficulty as well. It's got a slightly easier spools, or deeper spools, but our tolerances feel a bit lower. But they're still quite good, and that keyway more than makes up for it. So okay, just a screw down the shackle, double bearing like I mentioned. You got the actuator in there. Little screw comes with some Loctite. Got one of these little caps. It's a hole for a drill protection rod to go into it, which sadly isn't present. Got the option for a key retaining pin at the back there. There we go. Open top cap. Let's take this off. Alright, and where's it going? Use a shim. follow up. All right, so first off, key pins. So we've got 2 big drill protection rods here and here, which is very nice to see. There seems to be an optional spot for another one here, which is not populated, which is disappointing. And there seems to be spots for, I'm guessing, ball bearings, one on each side, but they were not present either. So I'm guessing like maybe there's a higher security version that has those, but still, like, surely it wouldn't increase the cost that much. You make it a lot more resistant padlock for drilling anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which is nice because, you know, the Lockwood ones tend to come with 5 from the factory. They're available for 6, but they come with 5. So, and I'm comparing this a lot to the Lockwood one, but they do feel like very equivalent locks. They've got see that little bit of a bevel top, which makes them easier to overset. They certainly can overset. Get the shim out of the way. All right. 1, spool. 2, standard. Spool. Shorter spool. 3, longer spool. 4, longer spool. What number did I say that was? Why did I say 4? That's clearly 5. And 6. And then an array of springs. There are some different length spools. So they're sort of a balanced pin stack. A loosely balanced stack. Loosely balanced. So there are those pins a bit closer up. So they're quite a nice deep spool. Definitely drop into a proper false set on those. They do really sort of tell you what they're doing, but yeah, this long one here, very easy to overset that one, I found. Yes, so there we go. That is a Yale Y90B45.